We're back with another episode.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler.
Welcome.
Welcome. Well, welcome back for you. You just came back in town.
Yes, I did.
You loser. I swear, you keep going on fucking vacations.
You know, I have a Sagittarius moon.
What does that mean?
It means I'm flighty, and I like to take off when I feel stressed.
You're flighty. Mm-hmm. So you're a flight risk is what you're saying.
Yeah. Non-committal, and
okay.
I would rather just ghost you, just dip the fuck out, run away.
Wow.
It's been working pretty well the last 27 years. I'm not going to change it now.
I guess. You just left me at work by myself.
I honestly, biggest regret was leaving you at work by yourself.
Yeah, I bet. Uh-huh. You're probably planning on going somewhere else, you bitch.
I did. I took some time away to plan my next trip away.
Right. You needed more help. That's all right. That's why I had a fun week without you.
Yeah, if it makes you feel better, Florida was fucking hot and humid. And
I told you.
There were so many people there.
Yeah.
So many people. I was exhausted from just walking and being around people.
Do you want to tell people where you went?
I went to Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. Cool beans. I can tell you now because I'm not there and I'm not scared that people are going to stalk me.
I don't think you have to worry about that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do the Kylie Jenner shit.
We're not famous yet. So
we're like, oh, later, Graham. Here I was in the Maldives. Now I can tell you all because...
I was there 5 weeks ago, so go visit this restaurant.
It was fun. You know what? Speaking of my trip, I had some thoughts while I was there. Would you like to hear them?
Yes,
I was drunk and I wrote them down.
You were drunk on the flight?
No, I was drunk at the park.
Oh, okay.
If you go to Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida with your family, go straight to Hogsmeade in Harry Potter World. Go to the bar there. Get the Long Island iced tea with raspberry tea.
Because you're trying to be healthy?
Because you're trying to be healthy. Okay. It's the strongest drink in the park. And
did you ask them that? Hey, what's your strongest drink here?
I spent 15 minutes on the internet researching.
Wow.
I was like, I need to do the damn thing here now.
That's crazy.
There's too many kids there. They're all crying. How do you go? Okay.
Okay.
Let's see here.
All right.
Let me start from the start.
Yeah, start from the beginning.
Okay, from the beginning. Being drunk at a theme park is a blessing and a curse.
Why?
It's a blessing because I can deal with everyone.
Very true.
It's a curse because you then have to keep up the buzz. It's expensive as shit. And you also just don't...
How much was it for one drink?
So I always went to order two and it was like $23. My mom ordered 3 butter beers, which is like the Harry Potter drink, and 3 bottles of water, and it was $50.
God dang.
Yeah. And I was like, this is not it.
Yeah, a bottle of water at a theme park is like $10.
Yeah, it's really like $15 a drink, which is standard, but it's just so... Like, I cannot deal with people. It's just like no one has common sense at a theme park because there's so much going on. Mm-hmm. So they're bumping into you and they're not looking where they're going. And no one has like a sense of purpose. I need you to walk to where you need to be. Yeah. No one's doing that.
Well, the theme parks are so huge too. So that's part of the problem.
I know. Also, TikTok ruined mixed race couples for me. And it's very hard going. I don't know if you've been to like Disney World in Orlando.
Oh, right? Yeah. All that.
I've never seen more mixed race couples than I have at theme parks.
Really?
I don't know if it just brings it out.
Well, because everybody's traveling. So these are not people that actually live in Florida. They're just from everywhere else.
Right.
And that's part of the problem.
And so I'm used to seeing like blended families. Yeah. Like it looks like a bunch of adopted kids with these parents running around. But I always see and when I talk about when I think mixed, like multiracial couples, I'm thinking like black dad, white mom. Right. So have you seen that TikTok going around where that black guy is like black guys who date or marry white women or DL?
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Okay, and everyone's like, no, that's not true. And he's like, I'm just saying I was black and dated white girls for years because they would never ask questions.
And is he gay?
Yes. Yeah. He was like, he was like, my white girlfriend, he's like, him and his roommate were hooking up. They were both dating white girls. And his girlfriend found him in bed with his roommate. And they were like, oh, we were drunk.
No, I didn't see that part of the video.
He was like, I say these things because I know a lot of black men on the DL who date white women specifically because they don't ask questions. They're very gullible. They don't ask questions like black women do. The
black woman would kill you.
Exactly. That's what he said. He was like, black women don't fucking put up with that shit.
That's
so every fucking couple I saw, I was just like,
they're on the DL.
Having a fucking crisis in my head as they're like there with all their little light-skinned kids. And I'm just like, do they know? Do y'all know?
How are they going to know? Nobody's going to know.
Fucking TikTok. Stay off TikTok.
Yeah. TikTok's the devil, but we love it.
Another question. How do you go to theme parks with kids and no nanny? I don't get it.
I don't know, because my parents, they took us to a theme park. I mean, we used to go to Disney World all the time. We used to go to Universal Studios all the time. And I remember my dad took us one particular year and it was just me and my two sisters. I don't know where my oldest sister was at the time, but she wasn't there. Anyway, we took our raggedy trip to Georgia, as we always did. Anyway, and so when we came back, we stopped off at Six Flags. This is when Six Flags, of Atlanta, when they took it out of Florida because of Hurricane Andrew, blew it down. Anyway, and so my dad was just sitting outside waiting on us, like, all right, how many more rides?
Outside of the park?
No, like outside of the ride where we were trying to go on, because he didn't go on any of the rides. And my mom was like, I think I'll stay here too. Like, we'll just wait for y'all. We'll meet y'all when y'all get out. And there were no cell phones at that time. So it was like, what did y'all do? Just sit there and converse in the heat?
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah. No,
but I'm just staring at, like, there's a distinct time when every child under 6 in that park has a meltdown. And nap time. And I'm just like,
absolutely.
So you're telling me I'm paying all this fucking money to bring your ass here. You're probably not even going to remember it. And you're going to have a meltdown a third of the way into the day. I'd be pissed.
Yeah, we're supposed to be taking Liam, for my nephew, to Disney World, I think for his 5th birthday. All I gotta say is I'm renting one of the little scooters so that you can ride around in, because I'm not walking that theme park,
dude.
So
I'm gonna buy you some Crocs.
Listen, I will spoil him, and if you have a meltdown, you can have a meltdown all you want to. I'm not holding you in my little cart. You're gonna just walk and do whatever you do.
And I would assume it's different because they live in Florida, right? So like you're visiting, it's a big deal, but it's not like you're flying there to go to this park.
You can drive for the day.
But I'm just like, if I'm gonna spend all this money to take your ass to this theme park, and you're gonna cry because you didn't get the toy you want, or you're hot, or you don't want to walk anymore, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of parents do end up losing their shit, or kids who don't want to leave, and then it's hard to yank them the hell out of the theme park.
And like kids that run away, like I'm gonna need a leash for my kid.
Yeah, definitely. But they have the good thing about a lot of these theme parks. They have very like top-notch security. So you lose your kid, you're getting his ass back. Like you're not. I have not heard of, honestly, any. Not say that it doesn't happen. I have not heard of any child abductions at theme parks.
Yeah. I would assume it's
carnivals. Yes,
dude. Even to get into Universal, you scan your ticket and then they have your fucking fingerprint.
Yeah, they do.
I was like, okay, chill the fuck out.
Yeah, but they have to, because it's. I mean,
I was like, we're coming out of a pandemic and everyone's just putting their fucking finger on this thing. Oh, I didn't like that.
I mean, you flew on a plane, ma'am.
I did do that.
And you're saying you stayed in a hotel, correct?
I did. 2 girls got kicked off our flight because they didn't want to wear masks.
Did you see who else got kicked off of a flight? Well, they were black. Yeah. Oh God. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that sounds like us. Unfortunately, did you see that one video of that girl who was duct taped to her seat on American
yelling, screaming?
This one girl was just like, "How do y'all duct tape a fucking human?
Who has duct tape on a fucking flight?"
Do you have duct tape is a resourceful thing. You need to have that in the apocalyptic in your bug out bag. If you have a bug out bag, if you don't know what that is, Google it. You always have duct tape in your bug out bag. Just saying. Don't use painter's tape. It has to be.
But you are on TikTok. A bug out bag?
No, I've had that before. Even I saw it on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Ma'am, I'm an apocalyptic guru.
That's true.
Yes.
My last thing is, okay, people who enjoy roller coasters, we are not the same.
You don't enjoy roller coasters?
Fuck no.
I can't ride them anymore, but I love roller coasters.
If someone even comes up behind, listen, y'all, at work, my computer faces away from the door. So if anyone comes in, I cannot see them. And if someone approaches me from the rear, and then I just see their face, I literally have this visceral reaction where I'm like, like gas, my whole body.
You get scared.
I get scared. I don't fucking like that shit. Yeah. So something whipping me around and all that shit, and no. So my 8 a.m. we get to the park early because we stayed on property, so you get early admission. We like haul ass to this ride. I don't even know what it is. I hate roller coasters. My brother's like, it's fine. I'm thinking it's a baby ride. He's like, it's fine. We get on this ride, and immediately I'm like, I see I see this is not gonna be all right. I can tell. He's like, no, it's gonna be fine. Yo, the whole time my mom was like, you did not look like you were enjoying yourself. I fucking wasn't. It went backwards. It's super fast.
Well, your back is fucked up right now.
My back is fucked up. There's a part where the whole ride just goes and just drops you horizontal.
What was the ride called?
It's called...
It's a Small World after all. That's not at Universal. That's at
It's
Disney.
called Dumbo. No, it's called Flight of the Hippogriff.
Is that a Harry Potter thing?
No, that's not right. It's called Hagrid something.
That's in Harry Potter.
It's in Harry Potter world.
Okay.
And I literally the whole time was just like making myself into a ball and like talk about pursed lip breathing. That's all I was doing. I was like forcibly exhaling and inhaling through my nose just to try to like
get it together.
Wow. So I just don't understand how that's thrilling to anyone.
I love roller coaster rides. Shouts out to 2 of my aunts. I don't know that I want to say their names, but 2 of my aunts, you guys know who they are. I mean, you know who you are.
You guys know who they are.
One of my aunts starts with an M. The other one starts with a P. But they are the aunts
Melanie
that ride.
and Persephone.
Very true. How did you know? They are the aunts that ride rides with all the kids. So anytime we went to like the county fair and stuff, and even when we did go to like Busch Gardens or Disney World together and stuff, they always hopped on these rides. And I'm just like, in my brain, they were like super old, but
they're probably like 40 years old.
They're probably like 30 years old or something at the time. But yeah, they always rode the rides with us, and it was super fun. So I love riding roller coasters. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Oh, y'all are wild.
Yeah. So I don't know that I don't know. As I'm getting older, I feel like I'm getting vertigo or something. So I don't know how that's going to work out with my nephews.
You need to get your ears cleaned up.
I do. I want to go to that place in Houston.
Houston, the radiologist?
Yeah. Radiologist?
Isn't it?
She's not a radiologist.
Audiologist?
Audiologist. I was like, yeah. I need to get
my bad.
I swear I have this huge wax ball in my ear. I know that's probably TMI. But my PCP tried to get it out and she couldn't get it out. So I definitely need to go to either ENT or an audiologist to get it out.
How was your week without me?
My week was actually pretty good. Like,
okay.
Nothing super crazy. I mean, as far as patient wise, I had really, really good patients. Nobody was a booger. Nobody yelled or screamed or cussed me out, which was great.
It's always nice when that happens.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty calm week when you weren't here. I mean, it was a little boring because it wasn't as loud as, it usually is, but
no dog and pony show.
No, I just feel like everybody keeps trying to go on vacation or calling in and shit, and I'm just like, hey, I'm here by myself.
Because people are fucking over it.
Well, that's very true, especially at our job. Anyway.
I feel like I used to be like, oh, I really don't want to call in. Like, oh, it really taxed me to call in.
No, I'm always plotting when my next time to call in.
Yeah, but now I could give two shits.
Yeah.
I'm like, haven't been to work in 6 weeks. I gotta call in tomorrow.
You're like, oh, you're gonna get a point. Who fucking cares?
Point.
How many points can I get? Okay, I'm riding on trying to get the
line,
points. Yep,
yeah.
Trying to get points. Absolutely. How many points can I get? Anyway, but yeah, so speaking of your flight of, on the backs of that young lady who was duct taped to a fucking chair. Man, if you duct tape me to a goddamn chair, I'm suing the shit out of you.
Here's when I'll start screaming more. When you forcibly attach me to my seat.
Yeah, and she was just so sweet. She was just like, help me, please. Please help me. Please help me. And I'm just like,
I wonder, what do we know what got her there?
They said it was some kind of like mental health crisis, but anytime anybody lashes out, they'll always blame it on something mental health
having
regarding.
Like a psychotic break, and
she could be.
They were against her.
Now, if she was trying to exit the door of the plane while it was in the air, duct tape that bitch, okay? But if not, let's put the duct tape away.
You know what? They kept her on, and props to them, because when those girls had to get off our flight earlier, they have to recalibrate.
Deplane.
No, they had to recalibrate the whole place. We were sitting there for like 20 minutes because they had to because of the weight. Who fucking knew that?
But for two people, that doesn't seem like they have to do all that.
She was thick.
I mean, shut up. Was the plane that backed?
It was a pack. Y'all, the airport, people are thotting and bopping out here. They are.
Well, and this is why you have that pilot shortage right now. There's a lot of pilots these companies need a lot of pilots, and they were saying that pilots right now are being offered $247 an hour. And I'm like,
how quick can I become a pilot?
Can I do it in like 3 months, 90 days? I quit my job right now.
90-day pilot.
Well, I don't know, because I get sick when I go up in the plane. Did I ever tell you about the time I passed out?
No. What the
My sister and I, shouts out to my sister Selena. Anyway, I passed the hell out on a damn plane.
Fainted?
I fainted. I've never fainted in my life before. I literally we were flying back home from Atlanta. This is when I lived in Atlanta. She drove from Carolina when she lived in Charlotte. We were flying home for Mother's Day. And the thing is, I have not been flying for forever. I think I first started flying in 2013.
Oh, really?
That was the first time I ever flew.
Whoa.
It was in 2013.
Y'all just drove everywhere?
We drove because I love driving. I absolutely love driving. And so we flew, and the times before when I flew, I had no issues. My ears didn't pop or anything. This one pilot, I don't know if this man was drunk or what, but he took off way too fast. And when we took off, I was just like, I was like, and my sister was just laughing at me. I was like, oh my God, I don't have no control of my body. Oh shit. I literally had no control over my body. And my sister thought it was the funniest thing. And I'm like, bitch, I just passed out. But I came back super fast, but I was just like, oh my God, my ears were hurting so bad. So every time I take off now, it is the worst feeling, and I feel super nauseous. I feel like the whole, I don't know, gravity is just trying to pull me down. It's just weird.
You know what you do about that? You
drink
a fourth of a Xanax 30 minutes before you get on the plane.
I've never taken Xanax before.
Okay, take a fourth of a Xanax right before you get on the plane.
Gotcha.
You're like, this plane could crash, and if it's meant to be, it's just meant to be. And
okay, let's not go that far.
That's how. There was a time in my life where I had to take one every time I got on the plane, because I was just so You know why? We went to Hawaii, and right before, I don't know why the fuck I did this, but I started watching Lost.
Oh, why would you do that?
Mistake. And then I started watching that stupid Manifest show right before we went on this flight.
Oh, like, yeah. See you in 5 years, bitch.
Literally. But my ears always do that shit where they pop, they don't pop, they get super stuffed and they won't pop. We went to the Bahamas one time. We landed, my ears wouldn't pop. We were sitting there eating dinner. It felt like someone shot me in the side of the head. That shit
hurts.
Boom. I was like, I hate this. So now I don't have sympathy for anyone because I'm like, yeah, I've been dealing with that forever.
Well, at least you didn't pass out. I mean, Jesus.
How do you? It was just the pressure.
I guess I'm telling you, it was almost
the plane just went.
It was like an apocalypse or something. Like the runway was falling down like tomorrow or 2012. Remember that movie 2012? Yeah. And he just took off way too fast, and I was just like, I literally my whole head was. And I woke up, I was like, I can't move. Selena, I can't move. Shit, I can't move. You ever been in one of those fair rides where the thing goes super fast around and around and you're just stuck to the side? That's literally how I felt. I couldn't fucking move.
I know what you mean when the plane takes off fast and you kind of do the jolt back.
Yeah, like, you can't. I was fucking stuck. I could not. I was paralyzed. I was seriously paralyzed, and I was just like, bitch, I can't move. I fucking, and she was losing it by the piss her pants.
Gave up. Your body.
I was like, oh, this is the end. This is the goddamn it. This is the. I should have.
That's why you like apocalyptic shit. You know what it's like to be.
Yes, I don't ever want to go through that again. That was horrible.
Oh, I'm fucking dead.
But speaking of flights, also too, Richard Branson. Ever heard of him from Virgin Mobile?
I do, but like, explain Virgin Mobile to me.
So Virgin, okay. I don't know who uses that, and he must own something else.
Okay, but it's like he has an island. It's like the Virgin Island. He has that big plane. He has all the shit, but like, who the fuck uses Virgin Mobile?
Nobody. People who buy it from Walmart.
Like people in the 2000s.
Maybe he owns Cricket too. I don't know.
He has to. He just has to be like an angel investor. For
because he's a billionaire, and I'm like, oh, that's like Arby's buying Dunkin' Donuts. Who's buying roast beef sandwiches like that?
I mean, I do fuck with Arby's, but like once every 6 months.
Nobody is ever in the drive-thru.
And a bunch of the Arby's just got renovated.
It's that Dunkin' Donuts money. That's what it is. But anyway, Richard Branson of Virgin Mobile, he actually successfully. Not worrying about your porn stuff from Virgin Mobile. He successfully actually took a trip to the edge of space, and he's now trying to make an industry for out of space travel or tourism.
Okay, Dick, what's the edge of space? Please fucking.
I think where he can get his ass right back, and he don't have to travel for 3 months to come back.
He just dipped his toe into the fucking nebula real quick,
like a day trip, back. Like a slingshot. Bing, bing,
We're just gonna shoot up to the edge of space real quick.
Yeah. Well, apparently he's trying to make a industry out of it. So let me ask you this question: would you travel to space?
Oh fuck no! I don't even like roller coasters. You want me to go? I've seen the astronaut movies, bitch. I know how that shit looks.
And you think not doing it. You think ain't nothing on Mars? It's always an extraterrestrial somewhere lurking around.
Nothing freaks me out more than that movie. Oh, I don't even know what space movie it is, but the one where she's just floating.
Oh, with Sandra Bullock and I was about to say Danny Glover. It's not.
It's not Interstellar.
No, it's I know what you're talking about. It's not called Outer Space.
Screaming this right now.
George Clooney is in it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called. Fuck.
It's probably called Outer Space. I think it's called Outer Space.
There's no way it's a movie called Outer Space.
I bet you a quarter. It's called Outer Space.
Okay.
I bet you a quarter.
Movies. It's called Gravity.
Something.
It's called Outer Space. That shit scares the fuck out of me. Like just spinning out, nothing to hold on to, nothing to grab you. You're just there. You can't hear anything because there's no sound. You're fucked. You're gonna end up in a black hole. Like you're gonna run out of oxygen anyway, and you're just gonna die. Like if the sun don't bake your ass first. It appeals to me because I grew up watching fucking Xenon. What is Xenon? You've never seen Xenon? No. What? Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century. You have. And Raven Simone was in it? No. And Protozoa? No. When did that movie come out? I don't know. Anything with Raven Simone other than the Cosby's. Sequel, Girl of the 21st Century. It came out in 1999. Best movie there was. Man, I was in the 9th grade. Never heard of that. That's a kid's movie. Fuck no. Well, she is a space girl. Like she. Did you get a new phone case? Yeah, it says my name. Oh, that's cute. Like that? Okay, where'd you get that from? The internet. I'll have to get you one. Oh, cool beans. Basically, this girl lives on a spaceship. Like it's people live in space from America. They flew up there, and her parents live on it, and it was so cool. They had a one token black girl. And Raven was the one token black girl. You need to watch that. Okay, cool. Wow, zoom, 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 make my heart go boom, boom, supernova.
Please let us know in the comments if you've ever heard of this movie, or this is a movie or a show.
It's a movie, but there's 3 of them. It was so good they made 3. Xenon, Xenon the sequel, Xenon something else.
You're really dedicated to this.
It was great. It was the best Disney, one of the best Disney movies.
Okay, well, cool.
Disney Channel originals.
Okay, cool beans.
But anyway, to answer your question, I would love to go to space if it was like Xenon. I'm not going because I don't trust Richard Branson for shit.
No.
B, what's that travel look like? C, do I just get to go to the edge? That's it? What's up there?
No, I don't even want it. Some things should not be explored in space. I think it's one of them.
Remember that time that spaceships blew up?
Thank you. Yeah.
I remember that.
They went up in the air and 15 seconds later, they were all dead. So we're not trying to do that.
Yeah, no.
No, it ain't for me, dog. No. But I know Jeff Bezos. That's a no for me, too.
Oh, they're in a race, right?
Yeah, because he's the first billionaire to go, and Jeff Bezos is trying to go as well, too. And I'm just like, what are y'all not telling us?
Jeff Bezos is shaking in his fucking boots.
But you know, if billionaires... Here's the thing about billionaires that I think is very sad. You have to be so bored with your money that you bought enough cars, you bought enough houses, you've invested enough, you got enough sitting in the bank that you're like, you know what I need to do? Fucking space. You're bored out of your mind.
They'll never be happy because they don't understand the concept of enough.
Yeah, they don't. They
Neither
really
do
don't.
I. But
and both of them have been broke before. Like Jeff Bezos was broke before Amazon. Like, so he knows what that feels like. Yeah. So it's not even about the construct of money. It's just like, how much more power can I get?
I would like a psychoanalysis. I want a profile on these men and their childhood, and I want to see what it is.
Oh, they're absolutely psychopaths.
Like what turns you into someone who's motivated enough to become a millionaire? Other than the fact that you're white and it was easier for you.
I bet it's not going to 9-to-5 jobs. I can guarantee you that. Neither one of them came to be a billionaire by going to a 9-to-5.
But there's a lot of billionaires who don't do crazy shit like try to make it to space. So like what?
Well, we do have one billionaire that actually is trying to kill off the face of the earth. What's his name? Bill Gates, allegedly. Absolutely.
That's the kind of power I want.
I don't know that I want that much power. I don't even want to be a billionaire. Millionaire is fine. Multi-millionaire is fine for me.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think again, money only makes whatever is already in you exacerbate, but it doesn't turn you into somebody different. It only magnifies. It only magnifies who you actually are. So
I'm
these are
trying
already
to be
crazy people.
Okay with being a thousandaire so that I attract the energy of millionaire. Do you know what I mean? Are you here for that?
Yeah.
Like if I have to be okay with what I have to be okay within myself to then attract the positive energy to become a millionaire.
Yeah, I just don't want to work a 9-to-5.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not. All right, so let's go on to some Olympic news, some sports news. So this past week, remember how we talked about Allison Felix, who was an amazing sprinter, and she, came out with her own brand of clothing. This woman just is nonstop. She actually is getting ready to cover the cost of childcare for the athletes that are going to Tokyo, if they even get there.
How many Olympic athletes have children?
I'm quite sure all of them.
Right?
Except for Sha'Carri.
Except for like the younger ones,
and
maybe.
Coco. Probably the only 2. Oh, and Naomi. Probably the only 3.
That's expensive.
Yeah, that is.
But also, why isn't it already covered?
That's what I'm saying, because they want to perpetuate. And I feel like there's more women than men.
Yeah, I was just going to say, because probably it's male dominated, and they think, the men have someone to take care of their kids.
But I feel like Olympics is more female dominated. But I mean, a lot of the guys have kids too.
I would say maybe summer is, but there's also male because of gym. But there's male gymnasts.
Oh well, yeah, but ain't nobody care. Name one male gymnast.
Can't.
Bruh.
Both of them.
Yeah, no, I don't know. What are the statistics on that?
I don't know, but there's probably not a single male gymnast that anybody knows. Nobody cares about them.
Yeah,
they never win.
They do those the pommel horse.
Yeah, and then they do like the little not the bars, but the little rings or whatever. Who cares about that? Nobody cares about
that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't. No one can name a single male gymnast. We don't care.
Can't do it.
We don't care about you. Anyway, but on the backs of that, with regard to the Tokyo Olympics, actually, there are protesters that are in Japan right now that are actually demanding the cancellation of the Olympics because one of the COVID staff villagers, or one of the village staffers, basically where they house the athletes, actually tested positive for COVID.
So I just can't believe we're still having the Olympics.
Well, even Coco Gauff, the tennis player, she just tested positive, so she won't be able to go.
How did she get COVID?
That's what I'm saying. Who the fuck gave her COVID?
I know that she should be locked the fuck down.
Do her parents have COVID? Because her parents are always with her, or she's always with her parents.
Coming from someone who just fucking traveled across the country, go to a theme park.
I should have sprayed you down with Lysol before you
I took multiple showers, but
okay, cool.
My thing is, Cancel the fucking Olympics. Or just have it like they did the NBA shit. Just do it closed in a bubble.
Well, that's what they were trying to do. But the problem is all those people that are going to that particular country, you know, people have literally practiced and have been working toward this for the last 3 to 4 years.
But we couldn't have planned for them to get there 2 weeks early and quarantine and still be practicing and then...
I don't really know how that's working because they can't control the staffers already that are in Japan. So that's like part of the problem. That seems like that's a world problem because everybody's going back up. Like, I mean, a lot of these restrictions are going back up. Even like LA County is now they put back in their mask mandate situation where even if you're vaccinated, that they're requiring masks again because everybody's COVID numbers are going up. Our COVID numbers are going up.
I heard about that.
And people are trying to say, oh, it's the unvaccinated. No, the fuck it's not. Because I can tell y'all right now, people that are back in our hospital, these are people who've been vaccinated. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying all of them, but there are vaccinated and unvaccinated people.
Yeah, but that was the whole thing always is you get the vaccine so that if you get COVID, it's not as bad as it was supposed to be. So I don't understand why people, it never made sense to me why, oh, if you're vaccinated, don't worry about the mask.
Yeah, I think that was stupid.
Because then everybody should not worry about the mask. Right. Because the whole thing was get this vaccine so that potentially if you get COVID, it won't be as bad.
And you're banking on this, you know, quote unquote honor system of unvaccinated people, you know, wearing their masks, but you have people who are vaccinated that are still wearing masks, and you have people that are unvaccinated that are not wearing masks. So nobody's being honorable here. I mean, like you can't expect Americans to be honorable. What the fuck? We live in America.
We live in a literal America.
Everybody's my body, my rights. So there's no such thing as being honorable. Unfortunately.
Speaking of my body, my rights, did you hear that in Texas, if you are helping someone have an abortion after the 6-week period, you can be fined up to $10,000?
That's insane. Didn't they call it like abortion bounty hunting?
Isn't that the craziest shit? What in the Texas. Handmaid's Tale?
Thank you.
White devil shit is this?
It's Texas.
The idea that I can have an abortion and go tell my priest, I'm feeling really bad about the abortion I just had, and I would like to talk about it with you, man of the cloth. And if the government finds out, they're like, oh, here, sir.
That's insane.
Father, whatever the fuck. That's so crazy.
Father Jack.
Father Jack would never fucking... He's a writer. He would never.
Really? Yeah. Okay. I just think that's insane. If you don't have a uterus, mind your business.
But also, how the fuck are you gonna find people for shit they didn't even do? They didn't.
That's insane.
What the fuck? I guess they're treating it like murder. Like you murdered a body and you told someone about it, and then they're in.
I guess to me it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
This is why I didn't watch Handmaid's Tale, because this shit's real and it gave me anxiety.
I watched 4 episodes of Handmaid's Tale and I was like, not today, Satan.
I was talking to my aunt about. Do you remember when all the COVID vaccine stuff first came out and everyone was saying it causes infertility?
Yeah.
And she was, just talking about how.
Allegedly,
how that information like spiraled, how it started as we're not testing this on pregnant women, so we don't want to say that pregnant women all of this shit. Okay.
Right.
So she was talking to me about it and I was like, well, I figured so many people were taking it and then would end up taking it that if it really does cause issues with infertility, at that point it would be such an issue that people would be figuring out things, whether it be like IVF things, adoption things, whatever. So I was like, I'm just chilling, because if I can't have kids and everyone else in the world, or like a large portion of the world also can't have kids, there will be a solution. And she was like, yeah, auctioning off people who didn't take the vaccine and having them have your children. And I was like, we are in the fucking
Please do not give these people any other clues.
Like,
please.
That is nail on the head. Fucking insane.
My God. That scares me now that you just said that.
Isn't that crazy?
If they did? Because there's this big conspiracy that's going on with vaccinated versus unvaccinated people, and that they're saying, oh, well, the unvaccinated are actually causing this Delta variant and spreading it. And then people are saying, no, y'all are the test subjects. The people who got the vaccine are actually the ones that are spreading it. And I'm just like, we don't really know what the fuck is going on at this point.
No one knows. But it could also be like flu A, flu B.
Very true.
Or it could be like I'm vaccinated against one of the strains, just like everything else.
Exactly.
You can't be vaccinated. So maybe I am carrying around COVID-D, the Delta variant, and I don't fucking know it, and you're getting it and spreading it everywhere.
There's a lot of people who had no symptoms of COVID, and still they were positive, and they were passing it on to other people. That's the same thing that they said.
The whole fucking issue. Yeah. And it's allergy season, but we're in Texas with allergies.
You can't tell. We've had an influx. Well, I won't say an influx, but I had a patient on my list this week who had the COVID vaccine back in the earlier of the year, and he is now in the hospital, has RSV, and is on like 50 liters of oxygen. And I'm just like, He did everything right, supposedly.
Mm-hmm. Well, even, do you remember the influx of people who got the COVID vaccine and it was spurting all this other random shit, heart shit, hypertension, like all of these
strokes
random
and all that,
strokes
blood
and
clots.
that, just because they got a micro dose of COVID.
Yeah.
Which, back to the original point, you getting the vaccine is just ensuring that if you actually do get COVID, your body's already been introduced to it at a low level.
People keep thinking that the COVID vaccine is a cure, and it's not. You're not preventing. The COVID vaccine does not prevent you from getting it. It just prevents it from putting your ass in a hospital on a vent, potentially. But if you still have underlying comorbidities, you can still die from getting it, even vaccinated.
The government, because I don't watch the news enough to fucking say this, but media has portrayed the vaccine as a cure-all.
They really have.
They have been like, take the vaccine, you don't have to wear a mask. Take the vaccine, you can travel.
Get back
take
to your
the
regular
vaccine,
life.
and that's not what it is. So I don't blame people for thinking like, well, they just said I needed to get the vaccine and then I'd be okay.
Well, even Dr. Fauci, and then Joe Biden, all these other health. Well, Joe Biden's not a health expert, but still, even them saying and doing all these things with government saying, don't you want to get back to your regular life? Get the vaccine and you can go back to your regular life. No, that's not what you should be perpetuating. You should be saying you need to we encourage you to get the vaccine because it will help help you in the long run. It will help our medical system in the long run, but you still need to take care of yourself and you still need to be safe. That's what you need to say. Don't give a blanket statement of, don't you want to just get back to your regular life? The end? No.
Or maybe stop fucking with our food and giving us actual organic, healthy substances.
Listen, that's a whole nother
body, and then this wouldn't have been a problem.
That's a whole nother subject when you talk about food and farming and all this stuff that's going on with them talking about we're going to have a food shortage and all this bullshit. And I'm trying to get myself attached to, the concept of plant-based because I know it's coming. So
I know.
And if I can't have certain snacks, I need to get off sugar now.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what happens when my Vyvanse runs out. What the fuck?
Ooh.
My pharmaceuticals.
You can take over the counter. There's this, what is it called? L-thigh something that people are taking who have ADHD.
I'm gonna have to fucking wean myself off now. So I'm gonna have to keep a golden
stash of it.
Let's
just go ahead and start getting it. If y'all have any Vyvanse, any of our listeners have any Vyvanse,
it's a class A.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No way.
It's a what is it called?
Narcotic?
It's meth.
Vyvanse is meth?
Yes, it's meth.
No way. You're a meth head.
What are those called? Drugs.
I don't know.
What are
you just said you're taking meth. I feel like our friendship has been a lot.
It is controlled. It's a controlled substance. It's a drug.
It's not meth though. For real, is it meth? Really? Is it a derivative of meth?
Yeah,
but meth is a stimulant.
It is, because remember did I tell you the time that I used to get my Vyvanse prescription like 3 months out? They would give it to me. They'd say, hey, here's 3 months worth of it. And then they stopped, and it was because people were using it to make meth. And so they had to crack down on.
Wow, I didn't know that.
It is,
because meth, I thought meth was a depressant. Is it not?
I don't know. Meth heads are pretty crazy.
I feel like meth heads, when they're coming down.
Scientific name is lisdexamethamphetamine dimethylstolate.
Next. The fuck? I don't even know what that means.
It's an amphetamine.
Really? I did not know that.
They're stimulants for the central nervous system.
I did not know that.
That's why when I take a drug test, it's positive for amphetamines. But not methamphetamines, right. Just amphetamines.
But I thought that was supposed to be a depressant to calm you down because of the hyperactivity.
No, so ADHD is it's a chemical disorder, right? So like if you have true ADHD, like my brother who has crazy ADHD, when you give him coffee, it calms him down. When you give him Dimetap, he's a crackhead.
Wow.
It's opposite because of the chemicals in your brain.
So you shouldn't be drinking coffee? No, you should be drinking coffee.
I should be drinking coffee because it makes me focus and calm down. But so you give people with ADHD meth, and it just makes them hyper focused.
Oh, interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
It has the opposite effect. So, yeah.
Cool. Interesting.
There's that on that, my little
that's your chemistry lesson for the day. All right. Well, and closing out with the athletics, Candice Parker, who is an amazing WNBA player. I'm not sure if she still plays for the LA Sparks. I don't think she does. But she actually became the first female basketball player to grace the cover of NBA 2K.
It is 2021.
Why are we still announcing this?
That's insane to me.
Why was she the first? Where was Lisa Leslie?
Oh, dude. Huge. She was huge.
That's what I'm saying. Tina Thompson. I mean.
Becky Hammond.
Becky Hammond. Yes.
Hammond.
Soccer. I mean, she can't be on. She can't be on NBA 2K. But
who am I thinking of then?
You're thinking of Mia Hammond. No.
What's
the girl from the Spurs?
Who's the one from the Spurs?
Yes, I know you're talking about. Was that Becky Hammond? That was Becky Hammond,
right?
I think that was Becky Hammond.
What the fuck we're talking. We know about women's sports, people.
I think that is Becky Hammond.
Becky Hammond. Yeah, the girls. Yeah. First.
What did I say? Soccer? I was thinking of Mia Hamm. That's why.
And I was thinking of Mark Hamill. So we bring it all together. We got it.
Right. Absolutely. All right. So let's go on a little bit of politics. Unfortunately, we really don't want to go here, but we have to. All right. So the Texas Republicans, Texas is just a very different state. And they are not unlike Florida. It's a country, but Texas is, I think the reason why Texas and Florida legislators don't get along very well is because they're the same fucking people.
Oh my God. Every Uber we were in, my fucking mother, dude. Every Uber would be like, oh, we're all open. I know Texas is open too. Da, 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 da.
Florida and Texas are the same.
They are hand in hand.
Y'all just have like, tamales.
Oh, DeSantos. Oh, Abbott. That was my whole car ride. And I was like, I fucking get it. You're a small business. You're allowed Ubers up and running because you can fucking make money now. But
it's really the same. It's unfortunate, but it is the same. So Texas is getting ready to vote on this very controversial these very controversial voter suppression
Jim Crow laws.
Very much so. And so Texas Republicans are like pushing these voter suppression laws the same as Georgia did with the U.S. Department of Defense had basically the U.S. Department of Justice is suing the state of Georgia. And so Texas is coming out with very similar laws like Georgia to suppress voters. So what ended up happening was the Democrats of Texas legislator actually walked out and they prevented the voting on this bill. And what happens is in Texas is that if at least 2/3 of the people are not there to vote, then they can't vote. Makes sense. All of them decided to go on vacation. There's this picture I posted. Literally, they're on a plane. All of these Democratic, like congressmen and women, blah, 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 for Texas or whatever. They literally went on vacation. And so Greg Abbott got so pissed and he made this this speech and was like, we have to get back to these crucial laws and da-da-da-da-da. And they're playing games and going on vacation. He was like, I am calling for the arrest of all of these Democrats when they touch back down. So I don't know when these people are coming back, but they're supposed to be arrested when they come back. So yeah, it's
They're going to be with our friend Jenna Ryan or what?
I don't know that Jenna Ryan she's been awfully quiet.
Which is weird because I watch Prison Talk, so if she was away, I think I'd know about it.
We should go up to Dallas and go visit our friend. Hey, Jenna.
Hey, Jen.
How you doing? Up? What's going on? How you doing?
Where you at, girl?
We can maybe fly her private jet. We'll see.
Yeah.
If she lets us do it. Also, too, remember we talked about last week the Haitian president who was assassinated,
unfortunately assassinated.
Oh my God, his wife. So we did find out news. She survived. She did, and she was shot. That
picture of her in that hospital bed, first of all,
I
why?
Hated that. Yeah.
Second of all, she looks like not to fucking day.
Yeah, but they had to, I think, to probably bring order and restoration back to the country, maybe. And she did arrive back in Haiti, I think, a couple days ago. But I just can't imagine her going back to her private residence where her and her husband were
gunned down.
And attacked, and now you have to sleep like that. Like, no, that's horrible. But did you hear that there is basically?
Sorry, have you ever seen more realistic movies or documentaries or shit about after the cops are done with a crime scene, what it looks like?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, go back to your house.
Right.
Blood everywhere. Everything's turned over. They just fucking leave. Yeah. And you're there you have to clean it up. Oh, God.
Yeah. And then you have to deal with the ramifications of your new reality.
Probably she did.
And still be scared shitless.
The first lady or former first lady.
Yeah. I don't know how that's going to work as far as like who becomes the next president or their vice president. I don't know how their, government works, but it's been insane. And actually the people that they caught, I guess it was like 28 people total that they've caught so far. That's
28 people,
not that necessarily shot at him, but that were a part of the actual plot to kill him. Ooh. And some of the people were actually former United States DEA informants, which is insane. So that definitely tells you there's an inside job. Plus there's like this conspiracy that's going on TikTok about 4 different presidents that have actually been killed, and they're saying that he's been killed allegedly because he has refused to invite the COVID vaccine into their country. And other countries like Tanzania and there's 3 other countries that actually have refused to give their citizens the vaccine or make it available, and they've had very little COVID cases, and that this is all a bigger plot and blah blah blah. So who knows? But even speaking on vaccines, Gayle King recently did an interview about the COVID vaccine, and she's saying how she's banning any of her family members who have not been vaccinated from their Thanksgiving vacation.
So
what are your thoughts on that?
Very funny you bring up a Thanksgiving vacation, because for the last 2 years I have told my family, like, why aren't we in Mexico? Why are we here?
Yeah.
When we could be on a beach.
Right.
I feel like this is a very important 4 days together that we could
Why do you always want to be on a beach?
I fucking love the water. It's negative ions, baby. There's no better me than me.
Do you see how hot it is right now outside?
I just need to be on a beach, my skin burning, crisping. I can feel it. Like I'm under the
Why don't you just go to a tanning bed?
No,
it's the same effect.
It's not the vibes, dude. Margarita in my hand, sound of the waves. I'm a beach bitch, you know?
A beach bitch, okay.
But it's been my Thanksgiving vacation has been shut down every year. They're like, this is a holiday to eat and be merry and together. And I'm like, but we could do that on a beach.
Thanksgiving is always like my family's biggest holiday. And so all the family gets together. We go to somebody's house. It doesn't matter if it's in Florida, here, Georgia, New York, Carolinas, wherever. We always vote on where we're going to go for the next the next Thanksgiving. Let me just tell you this now. If you try to ban anybody from coming to your house because they ain't got a vaccine, fuck your Thanksgiving. How about that? And that includes my family. Fuck you, your house, and your turkey. How about that? Because I can cook. So I have Thanksgiving at my house.
Why can't they come and wear a mask?
But why do we even care?
But
who's going to share that information?
Aren't you vaccinated to protect yourself and others?
Exactly.
So shouldn't you be Gucci? Can't you just self-quarantine? I feel like we were in more danger. I won't speak on this Thanksgiving because knock on wood, hopefully we'll be out of the woods more than we are now.
I doubt it.
Me too. But I feel like last Thanksgiving we were really up a fucking creek and people were still wilding out. Remember when the government was like, okay, you can gather in groups of 3?
Yeah, we were like, whose fucking family is that small? Whose family is that small?
I think she's trying to make a point. I don't know what the point is, but
first of all, Gayle King, shut the fuck up. We already told you a couple episodes ago. Shut up.
Also, Gayle King will probably have like a vaccinated house and an unvaccinated house, and she's the only one who can go between.
Because you got a lot of shit to say now, but Oprah put your ass in quarantine.
True.
Last year, you and Stedman were stuck in quarantine. Oprah was like, "Not me,
got
bitch."
The idea.
Yeah, she really did. She did everything she does is from Oprah.
Well, they've been friends for 17,000 years. Anyway.
Well, anyway, too. So legalizing marijuana. In the news lately, the legalization of marijuana in several states have actually led to this like 8%. They're saying like an 8% drop in opioid-related ER visits.
Really?
See what I'm saying? To fix the opioid crisis, legalize marijuana. That's all I'm saying.
That is wild.
I'm not saying that I smoke marijuana because I can't because I have allergies, but I'll eat a brownie.
I will neither confirm nor deny my use of recreational drugs on this podcast.
Well, definitely don't do that.
Thank you.
No, I won't confirm either, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be opposed to taking brownies. I'm just saying,
in the grand scheme of things, if I would rather you be addicted to opioids or smoke weed every day.
Hey.
I'm going to go with the latter. What the hell? Opioids are horrible.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so in some other news, this is the final thing before we jump into social media. So, Popeyes. They're actually building one up the street.
Are they really?
They are.
Dude, I fuck with chicken. Are you a chicken nugget or a chicken strip person?
If I were still eating meat, I would definitely say I would probably go for the nuggets.
The nugs. I love a nug.
Yeah. Also, and it depends on where it's from. Like my favorite nuggets were Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A nuggets are superior, but Chick-fil-A chicken strips are trash.
I've never had their chicken strips ever. I
stand by that opinion. They don't taste the same. It's not right. But
you know their chicken nuggets are just the chicken minis for the breakfast?
Yes,
with a bun.
I do know that. So good.
Fucking
so
bitches.
good.
It took me a while to get that. I was like, these are different
at all. But like Dairy Queen chicken strip. Like everywhere else has better chicken strips.
Who the fuck would eat chicken strips at Dairy Queen?
Oh my god, Dairy Queen has awesome chicken strips.
Barf. No.
Okay.
Bruh.
No, I'm not playing this game with you today.
No.
And they have good fries.
They do have good fries. I'll give them that. And obviously good ice cream and stuff. But Popeyes has actually announced their new chicken nuggets that will apparently drop July 27th.
Are they spicy or regular?
I don't know.
Because I wish Chick-fil-A had spicy nuggets. They don't. Does Wendy's still have the spicy nuggets?
I think they
those
do.
Were bomb.
I think they do. Wendy's chicken nuggets were okay, but Chick-fil-A was still
Chick-fil-A is always the best nugget.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
We're going to put this on Instagram. Tell us your favorite chicken nuggets.
And why it's Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. But my thing is, Popeyes, haven't y'all had enough chicken crisis?
They are keeping up with the Joneses over there. My thing is,
didn't y'all run out of chicken at one point for the chicken sandwiches? So how do y'all get chicken? Maybe they just cut them up because the craze went down and they're like, you know what, we need to do with all this fucking chicken? Nuggets, bitch.
I think they just like stay trying to fuck over Chick-fil-A.
But they're never going to because Chick-fil-A is superior. They just are.
It's just like the Krusty Krab and the Chum Bucket, you know?
Yeah, I don't care if you were offering free nudes and all kind of dollar bills. People would still line up to go to Chick-fil-A. It doesn't matter.
Just impeccable service when they don't forget my fucking salad dressing. And the food is always good. It's always
their customer service alone. You can't. It's just like I always tell people with Publix, even though Publix is not here in Texas. when you shop at Publix, you get an experience. The people know where everything is in the store.
Like Trader Joe's.
Yeah, it's just like Trader Joe's. Like they have great customer service will make you overlook the prices. This is why I shop at Target.
That's why I wish they would pay us more. I'd be a much better physician.
You're a physician now? I declare. I'm a physician. I knight you.
I'm a doctor. I'm like, I would just be happier and better at my job, and then people would think the service is so great that they wouldn't even care that we weren't doing it.
Yeah, I mean, even if they pay me well, I still be half-assing it because I'm sick of this career. So anyway.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, quit. Not now, but yeah.
Allegedly.
All right. Anything else? Okay, so let's go ahead and just jump on into some social media stuff. What's going on social media?
Okay, I don't know how this skipped my mind last week. Did you see Tristan Thompson comment on Chloe's picture?
I did.
Out of pocket. First of all, that man, he's a horrible.
He's a whore.
He's a whore.
Yeah.
Horrible spouse, like partner, spouse, whatever the fuck he is.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, Khloe Kardashian, maybe you've heard of her, posted a picture of herself. Duh, that's all she does. That's all they all do.
Was it photoshopped or not? Did the grandma leak it?
100% photoshopped. It had to be. But Lamar Odom, her ex-husband, posted emojis and said hottie or something on it, right? Like,
so lame.
It was a thirst trap, so she knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
B, that man has never been, he's not in his right mind. I don't know what's going on with him.
Lamar?
Yes. That was one of those things that you just like see and you keep on fucking scrolling because you're like, sorry to this man.
Lamar Odom has his whole reputation. He's, oh my God.
He's got, we can all say.
Ever since he got with her, his reputation has gone down.
And he's got issues. And honestly, I don't know what the fuck this was. It could have been just for publicity. Who knows? But fucking Tristan, Jamaican ass, hook'em horns Thompson, cheating on all his baby mamas.
Yeah.
Thompson said, and I quote, hold on, let me pull it up because I don't want to be, I don't want to misquote.
Yeah, don't get us sued.
Yeah, don't put that on.
We don't have any money in our Patreon. I'm kidding. We don't even have a Patreon.
Oh my God.
We need to get one.
But open to it.
Yeah.
He said, you can cut out this little.
Yeah.
All right. He responded to his comment and said, God brought you back the first time. Play if you want. Different results.
Ooh, wait. Whoa.
Isn't that some fucked up shit?
That was too far.
Has Lamar Odom overdosed multiple times?
I think he only. Well, I think we as the country only know that he overdosed one time because
once,
of that.
And it was very bad. And he was in a coma for a while. It was some fucked up situation. Yes. So this man said basically, "Hey,
damn,
you're on your last life, bud."
First of all, well, sir, you clearly don't want her because you keep going after other vagina.
That's what I'm fucking saying. But you're gonna get. Girl, I hate men. How are you gonna get all up in arms when her ex-husband?
Here's my problem with men.
Who had more claim to her than you did.
Here's my problem with men like that, because all men are not the same. Here's my problem with men like that. You have a woman in your face, and this goes both ways. This goes for women as well, too. You have a partner in your face that is giving you 100% of themselves, that is giving you everything you want, everything that you need in a partner. You don't appreciate it, and then you lose the person, but then you want to control who comes in their life. You are a fucking psychopath. Go sit your stupid ass down.
Cheated on this woman.
That's what I'm saying.
All she wanted was
multiple times.
All she wanted was a baby and a ring.
And you keep here's the thing. Not only do you keep embarrassing her, but she keeps letting you embarrass her.
Yeah.
Like, my thing is, dude, relax. Y'all look dumb. Both of y'all look equally stupid.
I'm just saying, y'all both are stupid, and this whole thing was stupid, but that was fucking...
That was foul. Don't say that.
Sideways.
Well, here's the thing. I as a person who is a habitual jugular cutter, when you say shit to me, I'm not going to be...
You're the Tristan Thompson?
I'm worse than him. I'm Petty LaBelle. Okay, I will come for your feelings, and I will talk about your mama, your dog, your cat, and your ugly ass baby. I do not care. When you piss me off, I'm going for your jugular. Just saying.
So maybe that's where they're at.
Maybe
he keeps texting her and shit and calling her, and this was Tristan being like, I'm fucking done. But
I'm not gonna do it on social media though.
When you're a celebrity, you can't do that shit.
That's petty.
No.
Because you got issues too in your closet. We just don't know about them just yet. Over there kissing Jordan Woods. How dare you?
Yo.
Insane.
Bop, bop.
What else has been going on in social media news?
All right. I don't know if you remember the last episode when I said, hey, Bill Cosby, sit your ass at home. Get the fuck off of social media. Don't do anything crazy because everyone's going to be looking at you. This man, dude.
Oh, my God.
As soon as we left the studio, probably like maybe the day after or something, I saw this pop up on fucking Shade Room or some shit.
Yeah.
Because he posted on social media. And I was like, I told you, Bill. I don't know if you're not listening. I told you to sit your ass home and not say shit.
Oh, my God. What has he done?
So he posts this picture, and I'll post it, but it's him in a Hello Friends sweatshirt. This is like huge. His nose is huge. You know how your nose keeps growing when you're old?
Ah, me. Damn.
And it's just him smile, like no teeth smile. Creepy.
He don't have teeth?
No, it's a no tooth smile. Like it's a closed lip smile.
I was like, what happened to his teeth?
And he looks like he's in a hotel room, which probably is just his home. That's very nice and curated. But it's his tag is at Bill Cosby. Of course it is. Like,
wow, nobody stole that name yet.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So, and I'm sure someone fucking Instagrammed this for him, but this was the other one.
Probably his lawyer. Ooh, he looks bad.
He looks
so
scary.
old.
He looks like creepy man on the street.
He looks like your grandpa getting old.
He looks like he's been in prison for 2 years. Yeah.
Yes.
So the caption is,
Bill.
I just got a fresh cut for my birthday dinner tonight. In the words of James Brown, it's a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman, girl, and Mrs. Camille Cosby.
Bill.
Hashtag Bill Cosby, hashtag thank you, hashtag hello friend. So I get it and it's nice, but everything you say now that has to do with women is fucking creepy. And I told you that. That's why you should not get back into stand up, because everything you say, it's gonna have that little taint on it that's like, ugh.
Bill Cosby, you need PR. Please allow me the opportunity. Please pay me to be your PR person. This
could have been so many things. It could have been like, can't wait to spend a night with my wonderful wife. Happy anniversary.
That's all you had to say.
That's all you had to say.
Or here's a better idea, Bill. Shut the fuck up.
But also, I need you to understand the grammar. Okay. It's a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman, comma, girl, and Mrs. Camille Cosby.
Well, the original song is without a woman or a girl.
Yeah. So this says without a woman, comma, girl, and Mrs. Cosby.
So you mean... Yeah, I get it.
Do you see what I'm saying?
A woman, girl, and.
Yeah, and. So it's the and sign. So
it's the confession for me. God damn it, Bill. I was rooting for you. Shit.
I told you to stay here as a home and off of social media.
Oh my God.
And everything he says is going to be like, no.
That's why you can't be on social media.
Who's approving this shit?
Him?
He's like, yeah, that sounds good. Post.
Oh my God. It'll make you relatable to Gen Z. No, Gen Z's calling out people like you. Relax. Just be quiet. Don't be like
this had no caption. OJ. Been better.
Just don't get on social media about Bill. Listen, let me be your PR. Please hire me, 6-figure salary only, to be your PR. I will get you right. I will get you back right into the homes of America.
It's the hello friend for me. That's also creepy. Like, oh God.
And it's like in like LGBTQ, like rainbow colors.
Rainbow. He's priding out here. God.
Yeah, no. Bill, go to sleep. Just take your ass to sleep.
We fucking knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah. What else is going on in social media?
Lovecraft Country got 18 Emmy nominations.
I did see that.
Which is funny because they just got fucking canceled.
They did.
HBO's doing some petty shit.
Yeah. HBO is like, okay, we're going to submit for these nominations and we're going to win all these fucking awards. Misha Green. How dare you take your bitch ass over to Apple?
But here's the thing, April. God damn it, April. My thing is, even if they did submit these Emmy nominations because she took the show, right? Mm-hmm. She took it because they didn't fucking renew it.
But that's what I'm saying. But all you had to do was... My thing is, HBO, you make a lot of money.
Y'all got hella money. It could have been very easy for them to pick that shit back up.
It really could have. And you can't hate on her for having a multi-million-dollar deal with another company to create more shows.
Because
especially if you didn't want to do it.
Pick up the show.
Exactly. What is she supposed to do? Just wait for you to say, yes, come on in the door? No, fuck y'all. Let me go find somebody else.
And I hope it wins every fucking one. And this show was fucking good.
Well, if it does win every one, it's going to be a pat on the back for HBO.
Oh, no.
It's not. I mean, even though it's still her name and she's still going to get the accolades because nobody's going to give a shit about HBO, but at the same time they're doing it for a reason, like haha, top this, Apple. But
then the thing still is, if they knew that they could submit and that there was a chance that they would get this Emmy nomination, why wouldn't you pick up the show again?
Exactly.
If you knew it was doing well enough to receive these nominations.
It's a power struggle.
I just don't fucking like that.
They're just trying to prove a point. They're really trying to prove a point, but it's okay.
Did you watch the fucking Victoria's Secret Karen thing?
I did see that.
I couldn't. It literally took me. I had to watch it in parts. It was too much.
I saw the whole thing, and so for those that don't know, this black woman was in Victoria's Secret because they give the free panty or whatever. I think it's every quarter or some shit. They're always having a fucking semi-annual.
So anyway. You know what? I haven't gotten one of those. You know how they used to mail you the things and you would get the little cutout. Yeah, and you would take it in your little Willy Wonka token.
Exactly. Get your free panty. Yeah,
some chones. Yeah.
So this young lady was in a Victoria's Secret store. And this white woman who we're calling her Karen because she's called the Victoria's Secret Karen. Anyway, they were in the store together, and I guess the lady, did she bump her or something, or cut in line or did something? There was some kind of interaction that happened. Well, the black lady, of course, took out her phone and started recording the Karen, and the white lady just went insane. I mean, she started crying and rolling all over the floor. Stop recording me. And then literally the black lady was like, ma'am, why are you acting like this? Like, I'm fearful for my life now. I'm going to call the police. And then the white lady starts running after the black lady saying, get away from me, get away from me. And she's like, bitch, you're chasing me. What the fuck are you talking about? It was insane.
The power of video recording. Accessible, easy video recording.
But did you see how, like, the police officers, when they did show up, they literally told the black lady, well, I mean, we can't throw her out of the store. And I'm like, how many black people have you seen dragged out of fucking stores, in malls and in everything else, as if, oh, the mall cop supersedes us, we can't do anything, we're law enforcement. Like, I swear to y'all, white tears, it's a pandemic. It literally is a fucking pandemic. Like, it's I also think cops ridiculous.
Are afraid, and I think cops are afraid to fucking do anything now.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's still racism embedded in the hearts and minds of Americans.
It is racism, but I think they're just like, we're not going to do anything that can be fucking video recorded because we're not going to end up on the news. Which sucks because now it had to happen. We only had to record things because it was so bad, right? And now all of these recordings are so easily sent to media and fucking sent everywhere. And now,
well, they're not doing anything about it. I mean, think about it. Rodney King had his ass beat on a VH fucking S.
Oh, he had to rewind that shit.
In the 90s. You literally could see this man on the ground being pummeled with billy sticks by 4 police officers. Fuck the fact that they were police officers. The fact that this assault on this man was filmed and they still got acquitted. And it's 2021 now. Rodney King, I think, died a couple years ago. I think. I don't want to kill him, allegedly. I think he died. I think he did die. Let's look that up before we move on. Hold on.
Hey, Siri. Is Rodney King alive?
I think he died.
Rodney King was born April 2nd, 1965, and died June 17th, 2012.
Yep. The man died already. And we still have shit like this going on in 2021 that black people in this country cannot get the same justice that lady should have been taken to jail for a hate crime. White tears are a hate crime.
Weaponized.
You're weaponizing you're literally, I don't understand how you can run after somebody and say, get away from me. Stop recording me.
But
you're running toward this person.
Me is that it's worked before. People don't act that way if they know it doesn't work.
Exactly. And the police.
A normal person, when you pull out your phone, and starts recording, the aggressor of sound, mind, and body, who maybe didn't realize they were being as aggressive as they were, calms the fuck down. And says, like, you know what? Really fine, I'm fucking out.
Yeah,
I'm gonna calm down because I know you're recording now. Yeah. I know you have evidence, and I'm a smart person of sound, mind, and body, so I'm gonna chill the fuck out.
Exactly. And she did the opposite, and this is why. That whole trend that was going on TikTok where these white girls were literally crying.
Oh, yes,
and then the songs came to a certain area and then they literally, and it says, in the song it says, turn it off. And they all stopped crying. And I'm just like,
did you see all those black men who would stitch it? And they were like, y'all don't understand what this means. Oh, God, I hate it.
It's horrible. I think every Karen should be charged with a hate crime. If you do shit like this, your ass needs to go to, even too, there was this one lady I saw this past week that, there was this black man, of course, and I think it was a Walmart, and she followed this man out to his car claiming that this man stole her son's cell phone.
Why is it always stealing cell phones?
It's so fucking stupid. He was like, ma'am, I didn't even pass by. I don't even know what the fuck your son looks like. So, of course, he starts videotaping. She's like, I'm not leaving. I'm calling the police. You cannot leave until you give me back my son's cell phone, blah, blah, blah. She was like, I did the find my iPhone, and it says it's right here in your pocket. First of all, find your iPhone doesn't do all that shit, okay? It just tells you the general location of the phone. However, so then he was like, you know what? Let's go back in the store because I don't want to be out here by myself with you. He was like, I'm a married woman. I don't got time to be stealing. I got a fucking phone myself. They go back into the Walmart. The lady's son comes up with the fucking phone in his hand because he left it in the goddamn car. You should go to jail for that, lady. And then the man was like, you gonna give me an apology? Are you gonna apologize? She was like, fuck off. You just accused this man and could have literally had him killed over your son's bitch ass phone. First of all, the fact that you accused him already. Why do you accuse a random stranger? Go find your fucking son. Hey, bitch, did you leave this fucking shit in the car? Like, it's insane to me. That is an act of terrorism, and I don't care what anybody else thinks about it. White tears are fucking terrorism, and y'all need to be put in fucking jail for that shit.
It's also horrible. Not hard to be a normal person.
It's really not.
My brother had his phone stolen at church by this.
That's fucked up.
I know, it was fucked up. This kid that was there, this black kid that was there. For all of you who don't know, my brother's half Hispanic, but he's very white.
Yeah.
This black kid.
Your mom has very strong genes.
She has my mother's
the strongest,
genes,
whitest genes
the
ever.
strongest, whitest jeans I've ever seen. Freaking bleached denim, those jeans. He let this boy borrow his phone. The boy was black. The boy took off with my brother's phone. He's crying. He tells my mom, "This boy's on my phone." My mom was just like, "Who was it?" He's like, "I don't know. It was this boy. He had brown skin. He took my phone." My mom was like, "Listen. Just go tell the people at the front desk you let someone borrow your phone. You don't know what happened. You weren't able to find him." Y'all church got
a front desk? Wow.
Yeah. If they know where he was, let you know. It's fine. It's just a phone. Which, it's just a phone, and like they're very expensive. But like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah. In this climate right now, where
it's just like the worst thing you can do is accuse someone right now with everything going on,
and call the police.
And in the grand scheme of things, it's just a fucking phone.
Right. Even Soho Karen did the same thing, where she accused that one jazz musician. I said jazz. I love jazz musician. A Grammy Award-winning jazz musician. She accused his son, of stealing her phone, and she left it in a fucking Uber. But you made a scene, attacked this man's son, and now your ass is fucking in jail and facing criminal charges because you blame someone as opposed to taking accountability for your own fuck ups. Children are going to lose shit.
Yeah,
we know that. But for you to sit here and you set a horrible ass example for your fucking child that this is how you treat people of color. And she was Hispanic, or she looked Hispanic rather. But I'm just like, God damn, lady, like, Jesus.
And that has to be like a how you were raised thing, right?
Of course, that's taught. You're not born a racist. You're taught that shit.
You had to be taught. But I don't know. My mom's always been like, it's just stuff. Oh, not that we have stuff. We don't have money.
Yeah.
Like money. But she's always like, you'll be fine. You lost it. What are we going to do? You'll either not have it for a while or we're going to another one. It was stolen. That fucking sucks. You won't make that mistake again. We'll figure it out. You're without whatever now. Not
unless I personally see you go into something and still, then it's on. No, I'm not going to let that shit go. But if I cannot accuse you of, this is like one day when we were at work and somebody stole our coworker's walker. And she literally came up to me. She was like, "Did you take my walker?" Like, because the reality is that a lot of times in not healthcare, but just on our floor, we don't really use walkers all the time. No. So if one person brings their walker, we'll be like, "Hey, can we borrow your walker?"
Everyone
real quick?
Uses that one. Listen, on my caseload of 9 people, one can maybe walk with a walker.
Maybe. Like the whole week, one person uses a walker. And so she came to me and was like, "Hey, did you take my walker?" But she didn't do it in an accusatory way. She was like, "Hey, do you use my walker?"
There's a way to address people and inquire about something.
The fuck? Sorry.
And what the fuck?
I don't know.
We got fruit flies.
Sorry. Oops. I'm re-recording. Shit. I can't hit the table. I'm sorry, y'all. It's like a fly or something. Anyway.
It's a tone of voice thing. It's a cadence thing. So listen, you are very capable of approaching someone and saying, "Hey, I've lost my phone. Have you happened to see it?" Like, you can approach someone, and if you saw them do it and they lie to your face, okay, I fucking get it.
Right.
But you have to know that all bets are off. They may come at you crazy and beat your ass.
How many people steal your gate belt every day at work?
God.
Or you can't find your walker and you're like, "Hey, has somebody seen my walker?" Yeah. It's not, you're coming in a very inquisitive manner and not being accusatory. And that's the difference.
Because people shut down. I will shut down immediately if you accuse me of something.
Exactly. Inquire, "Hey, sir, my son lost his phone. Have you seen an iPhone? It's this color. It's this, blah, 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 blah. It pinned it right here." At least act like you want help versus just, "Hey, motherfucker, you stole my son's phone." Like, don't do shit like that. Like,
because you know what that says to me? People react to you how they themselves would react, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, if I come up to you in just a very inquisitive way asking, it's because I wouldn't steal your shit. So I'm thinking you also wouldn't steal my shit, but maybe you saw what happened.
Maybe you saw it. We're in a store.
If you come at me crazy, that means to me that you probably stole my shit. You would steal some shit. You would do some crazy shit because you're thinking I would do that same thing. And you'd only think that if you do it yourself. You sketchy motherfucker.
Yeah, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Moral story is,
stop being a bitch.
Can people stop freaking out about shit? Like, it's okay. Unless it's your child that's been like, you're missing your kid.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about it.
Is my kid in the trunk of your car?
Or like an animal.
Right.
Like, I don't.
The tracker says they're here. Damn it.
I would just like to believe, I don't know. We also live in Texas, so I think the vibe's different. And maybe in Florida too.
Well, see, the problem is you live in a bubble of San Antonio.
That's true.
It's very different from
We're
real
chatty,
Texas.
calm, fucking people.
And it's Hispanic. It's like mostly Hispanic here. Like, Hispanics just want to have fun. That's it.
It's very laid back.
Other races of people
it's very laid back, familial vibe here.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
But you also are white.
I am also white, but thought I was Mexican. So I got a lot of layers of me just being ignorant.
And see, I'm born and raised in Florida.
That's true.
So I know how fucked up people are. So I'm like, no, I don't trust nobody. Anytime Melissa comes to my house and she's like, oh, just thought about it. Bitch, hurry up and get in the house. Let's go. Let me lock the door real quick. I don't live in a bad neighborhood. I live in a very nice neighborhood with a bunch of military people. However, I still don't trust the military people. They're crazy.
Growing up,
everybody's crazy.
Growing up white, which is what I did. I'm just trusting of people.
Yeah,
and
you
their
leave your purse on the back seat of your car.
I'll
leave your car doors open.
Well, surely someone nice will bring it back because I would do that for someone, and if they don't, it just wasn't meant to be.
Right, exactly. You're in that bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to South Florida. They're going to fuck your ass
thank
up.
you. I like it here in San Antonio. Everyone's so nice.
Stay in your bubble. All right. Anything else in social media that we need to talk about?
No.
All right. Let's head on over to the rehab corner.
Boop, boop. Are you watching anything?
Ooh, so I did finally see, yesterday? The Quiet Place 2.
Oh, how was it?
It was actually really good, but the ending pissed me off again. Like, it's going to be a third part.
Were there any scenes that gave you the same feeling of when she steps on the nail in the first one?
Oh, yes.
I'm not watching it.
But no, it was. Yes, it was. Yeah. Yeah. It was. She played a really good role, though. I think that the daughter really was the standout actress in the movie this time around. Yeah.
Is the daughter the deaf one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's deaf. The one that is hearing impaired.
Yeah, she's hearing impaired. And she really comes out of her shell a lot more, and her dynamic in the movie is much more mature, and she's not so just behind the scenes, so she's definitely taking control. So I like that aspect of it.
Cool.
Yeah, and I also saw I'm actually watching this one movie called The Cosmic Sin. It has like Bruce Willis in it, and that's the only other star.
Are you
that
a Bruce
I know.
Willis fan?
I am. I love him.
Okay,
he's a great actor. Absolutely.
I can't decide or not. I love Armageddon.
Armageddon was good, but even the what was the series he was in? Hard to Kill. I think it was like 1, 2, 3, and 4. It was a movie.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. What did I say?
Did you just fucking call it Hard to Kill? What the hell? What is wrong with you? America's favorite Christmas movie? You called it Hard to Kill. What's wrong with you?
Wait, what is it again?
Die Hard. My God.
What the fuck is Hard to Kill?
No one knows. No one knows what the hell that is because it doesn't exist.
Oh my God.
Have you guys seen Hard to Kill? Never go to a party.
Hard to Kill.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
He is hard to kill.
There is a movie called A Time to Kill, but that's a totally different movie. That's about.
I'm only going to call it Hard to Kill.
Sexually assaulted. Oh my God. Yes, Die Hard. He's an amazing actor.
Do you feel like Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
No.
Okay. A lot of people think it's a Christmas movie because it happens during Christmas time.
He's killing everybody. What the fuck?
They always okay. Well, you don't have cable, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, damn! You just put my business out on the podcast like that?
Sorry.
No, I don't have cable because I will not be a slave to the man. I got my friend's Netflix and Philo. Thank you, but I still watch everything.
So Christmas time on cable. Did I not have the microphone up to my mouth this whole time? It's so loud now. What the fuck? Sorry.
Did you have it turned the wrong way?
I don't know. You can cut this out. God damn it. Christmas time on cable channels, they'll always start playing Die Hard.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a Christmas movie.
I don't think that's a Christmas movie.
Even at Alamo Draft House. Have you ever been to like the Alamo Draft House where we play old movies? You can go see in theater.
Yeah.
Okay, they'll play Die Hard.
Really? I mean, it's a great series. Even like Lethal Weapon.
Time.
Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3, and 4 with Danny Glover and
back to back.
Mel Gibson. Those were amazing movies. But yeah, I love Bruce Willis. But yeah, it's called The Cosmic Sin. I really don't understand where I got that from. Oh God. All right, don't judge me. Anywho. All right, let's go over to the rehab corner and get away from a Hard to Kill.
Okay.
What the fuck ever.
Oh, Lord.
All right, so in the rehab corner, we're talking about 3 particular topics. The first one is really controversial, especially in 2021. So there's a Cleveland hospital that basically came under fire after they accidentally gave a kidney transplant that was intended for one patient. They gave it to another. And I don't know how much you guys listening understand about transplants, and especially kidney transplants in particular. Transplants have a very high rejection rate, right? And especially with kidneys, you have to be like 99.999% a match. Right. And so the fact that in the year of our Lord, 2021, a hospital who has an active contract with UNOS, which is like the national governing body for transplants, for organs, that they made this kind of mistake. And so apparently 2 people have been placed on administrative leave. And I'm like, who, the fucking surgeon and the coordinator? Like, I don't get it.
Like, it has to be a nurse.
But my thing is,
like a transport. You think something would transport?
No.
My thing is, there's so many like checks and balances that happen for these kinds of surgeries. Like,
even the OR staff, you have to do a golden moment. That's a universal theme where you take a golden moment to, number one, make sure that this is the right patient, that it's the right organ, that it's the right surgery, the right side. That's why they put an X. Most times if you have surgery, you come out with an X or some kind of Sharpie on your body.
Patients are like, what is that?
What is this X on my leg? It's like we wanted to make sure we were on the right side and not chopping off the wrong body part. But yeah, and as somebody who works with our transplant patients and also works behind the scenes as far as like the transplant selection committee as well, I just feel like that's a very hard thing to do. Like UNOS calls you and says, hey bitch, you got a heart, you got whatever.
No, I feel like a couple of things had to have gone wrong. Like, how does that happen? Mm-hmm. And it's not just like, oh, we were wheeling 2 people out of their rooms and, whoa, we got mixed up.
Exactly. Because I feel like even, too, when you transplant a patient, I know at our hospital, we are very, not attached, but these people, you grow to know them. You grow to know their families and their stories. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So even when you call them in the middle of the night that says, hey, come and get your heart. We're ready for your heart transplant. Like, I think that's very difficult to mix up a patient. And then for the surgeon to be like, yeah, this is the right patient. Like, what if there was, Bartholomew Johnson, who's black, and then Jose Perez, who's Hispanic? Like, what the fuck? Like, you knew that that's not the right person.
Yeah. There, something smells fishy to me.
Yeah, you probably lost your,
but also
certification for that.
Well, I feel like that's a waste of a fucking organ.
I mean, I get it that the patient was supposed to get it, but how do you give that to the wrong person? There's, like you said, there's way too many checks and balances that come into play that you can't give that to the wrong person.
Yeah.
Like, who's your coordinator?
It's hard to get organs.
Right.
So once you have them, I don't know.
Not unless it was a situation where there was a trauma that came in.
Yeah.
And then they immediately need it because then that person trumps whoever. But that's not what happened. Because if you had to put somebody on leave, that's not what happened. This ain't no Grey's Anatomy situation. Like, you literally gave the wrong person.
No, that's very interesting. I don't fucking know what happened. I'm glad that's not my job.
Listen, for real. So also too, for our rehab corner, Johnson & Johnson. Ever heard of them?
J&J. Oh, they gave us the vaccine that was killing everybody.
Well, now they're about to kill people too, allegedly, because they're recalling 2 products from the shelves right now. First of all, the one is the Neutrogena and the Aveeno sunscreen products because they have allegedly high levels of cancer-causing chemicals.
Okay, here's my thing about that. I think everything we put on our bodies and ingest has cancer-causing chemicals in it.
Absolutely.
And I think it's just a threshold of what we're allowing.
Yeah.
So
it's like how many rat pubes can you have on a soda can?
Exactly. Yeah. So they just probably had more than the allotted amounts. Like, am I going to stop using baby shampoo? No.
Well, it wasn't shampoo, it was a sunscreen.
I know, but like Johnson & Johnson as a company, am I going to be like, scrap it?
Yeah. I mean, I love their baby lotion. The apple honey apple. That's my favorite.
I don't know. And sunscreen is problematic for me. I feel like a lot of sunscreen brands are doing shady shit. Like, I don't think sunscreen's one of the most healthy. Like, you need sunscreen and putting it on is very healthy for you and your skin, but absolutely. I don't know if the sunscreen itself, the way it's made, formulated, the way it's formulated is technically very healthy.
Because it has fragrance and all that stuff in it. And
yeah.
I mean, I think even too, sunscreen is very much so marketed to our Caucasian or our less melanated brothers and sisters.
There you go.
Because a lot of black people, first of all, if you do go in the sun, people
without color.
That's very true. Because black people, I don't even own any sunscreen. I don't think I've ever owned sunscreen, even though I've gone to the beach. I probably just put like coconut oil on or some shit.
Oh my god, I'm a whore for sunscreen. I love sunscreen.
But doesn't coconut oil work the same way? Y'all baking in the chicken like a chicken in the damn
coconut oil. No, coconut oil doesn't block the sun's rays from
probably for a little bit.
No,
it's a low burning oil.
I'm so fucking done. No, I think you're right.
You want to bake to a crisp or something?
I do, but I like okay, even when you wear sunscreen, you can still tan. Like, I still tan and feel burn. I just have to put sunscreen on because I'm white and I will burn, but it's like a little pink tinge, but it hurts like a fucking 4th degree sunburn. And
that's why
it's like,
in the sun.
Poke, and it fucking hurts. Anyway. And it keeps you looking younger forever. Sunscreen's so good for you. You should wear sunscreen every day on your face.
Well, I mean, like moisturizers that you have, a lot of moisturizers nowadays have sunscreen in them, like SPF 15, at least SPF
80% of visible aging on the face is due to sun damage.
Well, this is why you need to stay your ass out of the sun.
Well, I just need to cover my face.
I mean, if you were a full black, it'd be different.
I'm not a full black.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going to have like partial cracks and stuff versus black people. We can stay in the sun all day and it don't burn us. I mean, we still need to wear sunscreen, obviously, but we attract the sun.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you have more melanin, so you
We absorb it. We absorb the sun.
Your body can take the rays from the sun and process it.
Because black people are children of the sun.
They are. They're the Lord's people, the chosen people. Yeah. They're meant to be in nature.
You're 50% chosen.
I think I'm. Yeah. Did we ever figure out if Africa would take me?
I think they will. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, my genealogy is going to be back August 1st. It's supposed to, it's in
why does it take so long?
Dude, it's taken forever.
Didn't you send that off in May or something, or
June? They're genotyping it right now. I look every day and see how we've come along.
Wow.
But, yeah. So we shall see.
Well, we know your mom's your mom.
Yeah, my mom is my mom. We look exactly.
Literally, you're the black version of your mom. I keep telling you that. Your mom has the strongest, whitest genes. And white genes are really supposed to be recessive, but no, not your mom's.
If you took my family picture, like a picture of us all, each, like, so my mom has 2 sisters and 2 brothers.
Yeah.
They all, when they're young, look like their nieces and nephews. Like everyone looks like you can see the similarities in their kids, but there's like, my mom looks exactly like one of my cousins when they're the same age. And like my uncle looks like one of my, whatever. So we have some strong genes. Yeah.
My family has very strong, well, I don't know. I mean,
y'all, that picture you showed me of all of y'all when you were young, you all look the same.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. I think too, it's the hairdo and the dresses, because my mom used to dress us alike. I hated that. But even like my aunts on my mom's side, they all look alike. Like,
really?
Like, even when I was growing up, and even like in high school, my aunt was a business teacher at my high school. And anytime I would go to the grocery store with my mom or whatever, people, like students, would stop my mom and be like, "Oh, hey, Miss Foreman." And my mom's like, "That's my sister. That's not me." And I'm like, they don't look alike. But as time gets older, you're like, "Oh shit, y'all actually kind of do look alike." I mean, I don't see it a whole lot. It just depends on if they're wearing the same outfit, have their hair the same, then yes, they look alike. But in their older pictures, they definitely do look alike.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but genes are strong. Also, too, last thing that we want to talk about in the rehab corner. So basically, you know how everything's been going on with people who are diabetic, and with the cost of insulin being so extremely
insanely, astronomically
high. Yes, like one of the vials can cost like up to $300, and people are like trying to ration out their insulin because they cannot afford it, and insurance is not paying a whole bunch for it. So this company, or these biohackers is what they're calling them. They're basically they're in the process of trying to make insulin themselves, and basically be like an open source for insulin to drive back down the price of insulin. And they're basically committing to having their insulin vials be no less than $5, but no more than $15. So between $5 to $15.
Why should you be punished because your body needs insulin?
Because when you say insulin, people automatically assume fat people with diabetes,
and we hate fat people in this country.
Exactly, as opposed to people who have type 1 diabetes, who are kids, and you know what I mean, like have gone through this situation.
You know what's crazy to me is people who are like well on in life, like 25 years old, who develop type 1 diabetes. Yeah, that shit's insane to me.
Yeah, I had a coworker actually when I worked at this other hospital here in town. I think he still works there. Anyway, there was a coworker that I had. He told me that he got into a car accident when he was 17 years old. Really bad car accident. I think he broke his leg or some shit. Anyway, and after that accident, he actually ended up getting type 1 diabetes. And obviously it was from, injuries that he sustained and whatnot. But he literally has like a pump and all that. And when his sugar used to get low, it was scary as shit, because his eyes were glossed over. Not only that, he also he would slur his words and stuff, and it was just
like some Steel Magnolia shit.
Yes, and he always had like in his drawer a bunch of like sugary candy and like grape juice, because grape juice has like the highest content of like sugar. But it was scary, and even his wife was or she still is. She's a physical therapist as well. He's a PTA. And she would call, and we would sometimes have to call her, and you could smell the sugar on his breath. Like that's how bad it was. And I mean, he would turn like bloodshot red. He didn't know where he was. There were times where he'd be pouring sweat, and you're just like, you have a pump with insulin in it already, and it's still not regulating. So the fact that you would charge someone $300 for a vial of a medicine that, and you would monopolize on these sick people. Like, you're going to make the money regardless. Why do you have to drive the price up to $300?
And I'm like, and at that point, is it not a pre-existing condition? Like, shouldn't that be covered? I don't know. It's like having asthma. My freaking asthma medicine is so expensive. And I'm like, I can't breathe.
But even I feel like people who have type 1 diabetes, I feel like those are the people, honestly, who shouldn't be working 40 hours a week. because sometimes you just can't control your blood sugar. You can do everything right. You can eat right. You can sleep right. You can do everything right. Your body is still not cooperating with you and doing what it needs to do. So it's just like, you know, you are being forced to work all these crazy hours to be able to have insurance, to then be able to afford this $300 vial of medicine. It's insane. Like, why isn't it already well, it can't be over the counter, obviously. But at the same time, it's just like $300 for some goddamn insulin is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't pay for Percocets anytime I have to get them, or, you
Percocets.
know, what's the other one that I got?
I was going to say, you pay for Percocets.
Tramadol.
God damn.
Tramadol.
Yeah.
I haven't had Percocets since I got my wisdom teeth taken out a few years ago.
Well, yeah.
I think I don't have any more. I think I sold them. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
On the black market.
Nah.
No, it's insane. Like, I feel like we are one of the only countries that has pharmaceuticals to the extent that we do, like paying for pharmaceuticals like this. We're one of the only countries that has commercials for pharmaceutical drugs.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, because even like you think about people who have like HIV or AIDS, and people they will literally commit these petty crimes in order to go to prison so they can at least get their HIV medication because they can't afford it. I mean, I used to work in a prison, and you would see people come in there for petty shit all the time just to be able to get the dose of their meds, and that's insane. That you have to create a criminal record for yourself just to get fucking care. Like, it makes no sense. Makes no sense. Even cancer, cancer medications for people. And I mean, first of all, kudos to these people. They're out in Oakland. It's
smart enough to make a difference.
Yeah, but I hope that them trying to open source insulin does not create another monster where people are basically trying to make crack cocaine like how they did in the 90s.
Yeah.
And you lacing that shit with stuff, and it's really becoming another pandemic of, issue.
Hopefully the Gen Zers will keep on top of that.
I hope
They're
so.
really riding crusades out here.
We got to get it out on TikTok.
We'll be like, hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. There's this one company that's trying to do it.
Yeah, so we have nothing to do with it, but...
I mean, you're giving out free condoms and stuff to kids and putting them in, what's some things called? Vending machines. Why can't we put insulin vials in vending machines? Why can't you give that out? It's not just people who, obese people who have diabetes. It's also juvenile diabetes.
They have so many advancements, like all the cool little not trackers, but the
little pumps and stuff.
The little pumps and stuff that go to your phone or are super tiny now. So like, this is just one of those. I don't understand why. Yeah. It's because they can make money off of it. It's because people need it. You literally cannot live your life if you have type 1 or diabetes. It's bad enough. You cannot live your life without fucking insulin. Yeah, definitely. So there's a market for it. There will always be a market for it, and people are going to make money off of it.
Yeah, because even too, like this one girl on TikTok, she was talking about how she has type 1 diabetes and that her vial, once she punctures the vial, even though she only takes one dose out of it, she can't reuse the vial because of like cross-contamination and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, look at how much insulin is being left in here, and I paid all this money for this vial. Like, that's fucking stupid. And then there are people on TikTok who are showing you ways of how to conserve your insulin.
Oh, I did see the thing where you it's the little baby pump and they take it out and they can reset it.
They can reset it.
I love it.
Yeah, and you can get more of your medication. And I'm like, people shouldn't have to do that or ration off and come into a hospital with, diabetic ketoacidosis or some shit, or come in diabetic comas and whatnot.
So that shit scares me now that I've seen how bad it can get. You see people come in, no one knows what's wrong. Yeah. People are like, they're encephalopathic. We don't know what's going on. They might have had a stroke. It's just DKA. Yeah. It's gotten so bad that they're presenting like a stroke. Yep. They don't know where they are. Half their body's not working. They can't follow commands. Nothing. And it takes weeks.
Yes, it does.
For that shit to resolve.
Because even too, you'll have these young kids that'll come in, or these young adults that'll come in, and literally their blood sugar when they come in is like 20, and you're like, what the fuck? Or they'll come in and it's like 900, and you're like, you're supposed to be in a goddamn coma. Like, what the hell? Yeah. Like, we see DKA cases all the time,
and it's scary how long. Because to me, like, my sugar is unbalanced. Once we get it balanced, I should go back to normal, and it doesn't fucking work that way. Once your vitals will be normal, and you'll still be acting funky. Yeah, can't follow commands, can't talk. You talk in one word sentences, can't answer questions, can't sit at the edge of the bed by yourself. But you're technically okay now. Yeah. Oh, that shit is scary.
And they put you on that insulin drip, and then they're just like, follow it with your PCP. Well, bitch, that's why I'm in the hospital, because I didn't have a PCP in the first place, or I didn't have money for my meds or whatever.
It's an expensive habit to not have been asked for, to not have done anything. It's not like a drug habit. It's not like you started on this path, you weren't drinking alcohol, you just fucking have diabetes.
Exactly.
And it's an expensive thing.
Even to people who, you know, they turn to a plant-based diet because people think, again, diabetes is just about, you know, what you eat. And it's not necessarily all about that.
Your body just isn't
Your body is not regulating
it.
Right. It's the same thing with high cholesterol or whatever the case may be. So it's not just only that, oh, you eat sugar all the time. I got the sugar. No, it's not about candy, motherfuckers. It's about everything you put in your mouth, every carb you put in your mouth, your body turns it to fucking sugar. That's it. It's not about the sugar you're eating. It's about the process and the physiology of how your body is processing the foods that you're eating. So, yeah.
Read a book.
Fucking losers.
Go spend hundreds of thousands of dollars getting a degree like we did so you can learn about it.
Please don't do that. That's the worst thing you can ever do in your life. Don't go to college. It's a fucking trap. Get a certification.
Go to perfusion school.
Go to perfusion school. 1 year in and out for all our listeners. If your kids don't know what to do with their life, go to perfusion school.
It's perfusion. PERFUSION.
Indeed. So yeah, shout out to those biohackers. I don't know why they're called biohackers. I think they should be called heroes.
Biohackers reminds me of Hackerjackers from
The 100?
No, I hate that show. Jennifer Lawrence movie.
The
Hunger Games. Thank you. Whoa.
Tracker
Maybe
Jackers.
my sugar's low. Tracker Jackers. What did I say? Hacker Jackers?
You said Hacker Jackers.
Tracker Jackers.
Yeah. I don't know what that was. That was just as bad as, what was it? It's getting hot in here. What is it for name called?
Die Hard Again. What did you call it? Time to Die.
How to kill. I don't know where they are.
How to Die or something.
Yeah, Day of the Dead, something. Anyway.
Yep, Dia de los Muertos, everybody. That's what she called it.
Anyway, anything else we need to discuss this week?
No, that's it. Everyone pray for me because I'm going back to work after a 1 week hiatus and I'm not sure I will make it. Am I in COVID this week?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. No.
Oh. Bruh. Nope. Now you finally found it.
Oh no.
Hopefully you're not.
Oh,
probably not. You're probably
my
not.
poor back, dude. It's not good.
Listen, let them patients fall.
Shut up.
Let them fucking patients fall.
No, dude. I have fight or flight, and it's always fight with the. I don't know why with the patient. I'm like, oh, I have to do everything I can.
I've just made a conscious decision as of recently that I am not in a. I don't want to say anything to incriminate myself, so I'll be very careful. I am not sacrificing myself for any job, any patient, or any situation.
Well, no body is more important than another.
That's very true. My body is more important. I will always choose me in every situation. I don't care how sick you are. I am not sacrificing my body, my mental health for you, your job, or anything else.
I've decided that this is just my job, but there's an emotional tax on the specific job that we do.
Absolutely.
But this is still just my 9-to-5 job.
And I'm trying not to let my emotions get the best of me.
It's very hard to separate that.
Yeah.
It's very, very hard to separate that. When you have these very close personal connections with people.
Yeah.
To cut it off and be like, hey, I know we spend an hour every day together and you're in a real shit situation and I'm the one who's helping you through it. But
I gotta go.
It's 12:30. I gotta get off the floor.
Yeah.
I gotta chart and go the fuck home because I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, because I'm just first of all, we're traumatized at work every day. Like, you ever go to work? Okay, I know we're going off on a tangent. You ever go to work and you have a great, awesome time driving to work? Here's my routine. When I go to work in the morning, I say my daily prayer on my way to work. So that gives me an opportunity to talk with God, commune with God. And then I turn on trap music. Judge me if you will.
Bam, bam,
exactly.
bam.
Shake that booty, pop, 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 pop. So I do that. And then when I get to work, sometimes it's like the first person you see just ruins that whole
it's either
vibe.
a hit or a miss.
And it's just like you walk in and they're just like, what's going on? And you're like, fuck you. Get the fuck out of my face. God damn it, I just got to work. Ugh.
If I hear the words Bible study within the first 30 minutes of being at work, I know it'll be a shit day. And that's not anything against the Lord.
No, it's the people. It's Jesus' people.
It's the followers of Christ specific to me in my life right now. And it's just setting me on a path. No, I 100% know what you mean. And that pisses me off because I'm like, now I'm going to give, not that I'm going to give shit care to people, but I'm like, my caliber is here.
I just want you to leave people alone.
You just, in the morning, give me an hour.
Can we just, Can we normalize shutting the fuck up at work? Can we please normalize coming into work, doing your fucking job, and going the fuck home?
Not everyone
talking to people.
Not everyone has kids and has to be up at 5:30, and so by the time you get to work, you've been up for 3 hours doing some bullshit. I am still waking the fuck up. I haven't even had my coffee because I clock in and then go get my coffee.
I don't like you, and every time I come into this office and I purposefully do not speak to you, I don't want to speak just yet. The only person I have spoken to in this morning is the Lord.
The Lord. It's a speak when spoken to for me, and I want everyone to understand.
Don't even say good morning.
Just speak.
Don't even say good morning.
If I address you and you don't address me, we're gonna have a fucking problem. But if you talk to me first and I don't want to speak, it's your head.
What happened to the head nod? Can't we just go back to the head nod?
You know why? It's because our fucking hospital did the whole if you're 50 feet from someone, make sure you say hello. Make sure you give nonverbal contact at 50 feet, and at 10 you give a verbal
here's
hello.
the sad part. I should have knew that was the first sign of toxicity at our job.
Yeah, no matter how you're feeling or what's going on with you or who you're addressing, you have to
give a smile,
a nod, and say something nice to them.
No, I'll purposely just walk right
because
past
what
you.
if what I want to say is real shitty, and I'm trying to be professional in the workplace.
Hey, good morning, Monica. Fuck you too.
Because even if I say that, right, someone's like, hey, good morning, I'm like, then they're gonna be like, oh,
are you in a bad mood?
Are you in a bad? And then they ask,
no, not.
Here's the thing: if I respond to you and your immediate reaction is, are you in a bad mood? Why the fuck would you keep talking to me?
Thank you.
Stop there,
or
because you obviously not in a bad mood. Don't even ask about it. Just be like, oh, I'll talk to her later and see if her day gets better.
Or if I ignore you, just don't talk to me. Just don't.
Because
some people are not ignoring people. And not only that, we are in the middle of a pandemic, people. You don't know what people are going through at home. Some people are traumatized at work, at home. They never get a place of peace. People are going through a pandemic still by themselves. You don't know what people are dealing with. Leave people the fuck alone. I know you think you're just being nice, but shut the fuck up.
Widest thing about me is the no teeth smirk with the eyes.
Yeah.
And that's the energy everyone's getting this week.
I'm gonna play this video I saw on TikTok, and it just blessed my soul. And I hope y'all get a blessing from it as well too. Let me just play this real quick. Blessed.
I don't really know who needed to hear this, but shut the fuck up. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Shut up.
Thank you. Yes. And that was from Ren's World on TikTok. RINNZWORLDD. Follow her on TikTok.
Sometimes it's silence is golden. It's priceless.
It really is.
And it's just a beautiful fucking thing.
Especially at work.
Especially when we have to spend the whole day filling.
Yes.
When we're in a patient room, there's nothing awkward most of the time than fucking silence. Yeah. Because either they're shitting or you're wiping an ass or they're dying. So right. This is a fucking slapstick comedy over here. Especially when people are all, oh shit, it's quiet. How is the weather? Oh, she's doing this. Let's try. So my whole day is just trying to fill a fucking void to make sure it's not awkward for the patient or make sure they're okay or checking in with them. And so let me fucking be quiet in the office.
But the thing is too, I don't think people realize how much we talk for a living. Aside from this podcast, we literally talk for 8 hours.
I hate talking after
fucking day. When I come home, there are some days, and I'm gonna confess this, so I do apologize. Auntie Monica loves you, Liam. But there are some days where Liam made FaceTime, and I'm just like, I can't. There are sometimes my best friend will call, and I'm just like, and she'll be like, hey, I called you. I'm like, yeah, girl, I was asleep. I'm lying. I wasn't asleep.
Do not disturb that shit.
I just don't want to talk. I've been talking all fucking day. Because I'm sick of my voice.
Guess what? 79.86% of the people I interact with on a daily basis don't want to fucking talk, and it is my job to bring it out of them so that they'll do what the fuck I want.
Right.
So I'm nonstop talking and nonstop manipulating and pulling information out and trying to find one thing that you enjoy so that we can get through this fucking session and you're not a pain in my ass anymore. So no, I don't want to talk when I get off work.
Exactly. Or when I come into work, I just want to just shut.
I need to gear up. I
need you to shut the fuck up because nobody asked you, bitch. I just need to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Bow, bow. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Bow, bow. That should really
be our theme song. That was from a young lady from TikTok. Yeah. Anyway, so.
On that note,
thank you guys for tuning in.
Please pray for me this week. It's gonna be rough.
Please pray for me too, because I pray this week goes super fast because I go on vacation next week. Hallelujah!
You bitch.
Thank you, Jesus.
All right, y'all. There, spread love, spread light, do something good for yourself. Stretch, eat vegetables,
brush your teeth, wash your ass,
and a kiwi. Heard they're good for your bowels.
Cool beans. eat more fiber.
Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, including Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. Be sure to tune in to The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler every Tuesday when new episodes are released.